Florence, that it was all going to end, at least for you?
Well,
you left in, what, 67?
Right. It was mentioned to me that, Florence, you said that if Diana wanted to be a single artist, that you wouldn't stand in her way. So I said, that's exactly what I said. I said, but I did not say I would lead the group. And after that, it kept going on. Florence, you're a millionaire, and you're just 24 years old. You can retire anytime you want. So I got the feeling that I wasn't wanted or needed,
And you're the one who came up with the name, the Supremes, I understand.
Yes.
You brought the group together. You invented the name.
Yes.
And then you were told, Florence, the group doesn't sound right. You promised us you wouldn't stand in anyone's way. In other words, you're telling me you felt that you weren't wanted anymore.
That's right.
When did that happen?
The year, I think it was maybe the end of 65 or 66.
This is after how many really great years of supposedly making
well,
lots of
money?
money?
As far as making money, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
3 or 4 years.
Since Where Did Our Love Go came out, which I think it all started around, takes me time to go back to the years.
But you had 3 or 4 years where you were really on top.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And
you believed you had $1 million and you felt you weren't wanted, and so you agreed to leave.
Right.
Okay.
I was told to leave.
You're told to leave. We'll be back with an unusual story about an unusual lady right after this. Superstars, a famous singing group called the Supremes. Florence, there have been reports over the years, even when you were on top, that there was friction involving yourself and Mary, Diana Ross. You want to talk about that?
When you say friction, you mean like...
Arguments, you didn't get along with each other, you were buddies since childhood, and now all of a sudden you've got fame, stardom, and supposed to have a lot of money, and you don't get along anymore.
Well, I can only explain that like this. We did grow up together, and as far as I'm concerned, when you're around your family, your sisters and your brothers, there's bound to be some type of friction, and that's all it was. It was as if two sisters were just having a little disagreement.
In other words, you spent so much time together, like a baseball team, or you traveled together, you ate together, you lived together, really.
Yes.
So no more than the normal amount of friction then.
That's all it was.
All right, tell me about today. Do you talk with Diana or Mary or even Cindy Birdsong today? Are you in contact with them? Are they your friends today?
I've received postcards from Mary Wilson Farrar now, and she would stop by and say hello if she was in Detroit. But other than that, that was all.
What have you been doing since you left the group 8 years ago?
Well, I have 3 children, and I've been trying to do my best as far as seeing that they're all right. And I've suffered, like I said before, a lot of mental anguish. And I've been to doctors. And I've, spent my life trying to come out of this nightmare. You know, it seemed to me like I was dreaming, like it was just a horrible dream, but I
just couldn't believe that you were up so high and then down so low. I mean, I'm sure that must have been a terrible ordeal.
And then I kept saying to myself, well, at least, couldn't I have just kept my home, if nothing else, for my children's sake? Couldn't that at least have been paid for? I mean, this question just kept going over and over in my mind, and I was just break up inside. I was just...
I think what you're saying, Florence, is that you went through a period where you didn't want to help yourself. It's a self-pity sort of thing that I think all of us have experienced. I don't think you're alone in that. I think we all, when the good Lord gave out whatever He gave out, I think He gave all of us an abundance of self-pity. And I'm sure you went through that.
Sure. I went through lots of different anxieties, what have you.
What about today? What are you going to do with the rest of your life? You know the little sign that says, today is the first day of the rest of your life. How do you feel now? What do you want to do?
Well, this year, I'm feeling a little better. I'm going to do something. I haven't made a definite decision on what it will be as of yet. But I do intend to work and do the best I can for my children.
You have a great voice. You have a great sense of showmanship, Florence. You're only 31. Why waste that? Why don't you share that with people?
I think that eventually I will.
Since your story got out to the nation, haven't there been some people that will come along and said, I remember you, Florence. I'll give you a chance, or at least let's talk about it?
Yes, I got a call from New York from the Riverwood Club, and it's not a definite
It's not a firm offer
yet,
yet.
not yet. But when I get this cast and everything off my leg, I'll be calling New York.
I think a lot of our viewers might think it's easy just to, like if you were going to start a singing career, to go out tomorrow morning and go to New York and announce, okay, I'm here, let's go. Why don't you explain to them what all is involved? I mean, you have to put together the Florence Ballard show now.
That's right.
What would be involved in that? How would you go about it?
Well, first of all, I would have to have my voice conditioned again.
Yeah, that'd be in shape just from screaming at your kids, Florence.
That is a little training.
Yeah.
And then there's music, and of course you have to even get the feeling again, which probably wouldn't be so hard.
Yeah.
But the voice and the music, you have to have music written up, a whole complete show.
You have to build an act, don't you?
Right. You can't just, like you say, jump up and say, well, look, I'm a sing, because you can't do it like that. It's a lot of work.
Do you really want to do it?
Yes.
Do you know something? You're a lot more at ease right this minute than you were when we started the interview.
Really?
You're smiling.
Well,
your eyes are bright.
I often said that, well, asked what would I do if, the first time I went on stage, I said, well, I know I'd be so nervous. And then I said, well, once you're out there and you're facing the crowd, it sort of eases, it goes away.
Don't you borrow something from the crowd? Doesn't the applause, the appreciation, the warmth, do something? That really gets you going, doesn't it?
When you know that the people are with you, it sort of automatically relaxes you.
Do you want to do it alone, or do you want another group?
I'd like to try it alone just to see what sort of projection I can throw across the room.
What about, I had a lawsuit going in Motown. So they told you when you left, don't worry, Florence, you have $1 million coming to you. You haven't seen a dime of that, as I understand, right?
No, I haven't.
And I saw another figure, $160,000. What's that figure you're supposed to have coming? Are you suing for so much money?
Well, that's another lawsuit that's pending, and at this moment I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Tell me about your kids.
Oh, they're beautiful. But then I think all children are.
Oh,
they can do the bump, and I can't.
Do the bump?
And I can't. But the baby is 2 years old, and the twins will be 7 this year. So they like to sing and dance a lot. But I don't know. I guess I would like that too as a child.
Your mother said, she was quoted as saying, if I had all of Florence's talent, I wouldn't sit around and watch daytime television and waste my time. Your mothers are very wrong, Florence.
You're right.
Florence, whatever you do, I hope you're happy.
Thank you
And if
very
you're
much.
doing what you do best, you'll make a lot of other people happy.
I'm sure I will.
Okay. A lady by the name of Florence Ballard Chapman. All she really wants is another start in life. We'll be right back.